Good evening, everybody. My name is Tom Castle. I'm here with my colleagues Surbhi Step5, Greg Weaven, and Claire Knott. We are at Galen Medical Technologies, and tonight Surbhi now will be presenting to you the sales, marketing, and distribution plan for our product, Hypostat. I'm going to talk to you first about our revenue model and our pricing. Has anyone here ever heard of the term, the quality effective life year? Okay, nobody. So it's a term that is used commonly in the medical community. It's basically just that. It's the quality of your life after you've been affected by a tragic event. So for instance, if someone experiences cardiac arrest, following that they may have to pay many medical bills because of complications, and they also might lose a great deal of money due to losses in their salary because their brain function may be damaged. So a recent study was done for therapeutic hypothermia, and it was shown that the QALY, the quality effective life year of somebody who undergoes therapeutic hypothermia is $47,168 more than somebody who does not undergo therapeutic hypothermia. Now I need to point out that this study was done using cooling blankets, which is a competitive product to Hypostat. Although Hypostat certainly is a better product. Let's not forget that it works twice as fast as today's leader, its ease of use is much better, and it's also very cost effective. So with those in mind, we need to price our product at a premium, and we wound up with $50,000 for the control system for Hypostat. There's also going to be a proprietary disposable tip. We'll be charging $10 for each tip sold in a bundle package, so that will come out to $1,000 for 100 tips. Now let's see how this prices us against our competitors. So Thermosuit was one of the companies that uses the cooling blanket. And as you can see, there's a $30,000 initial sunk cost for their control system. Hypostat uses $50,000. Obviously, we're a better product. We can price our control system a little bit higher. So now let's look at each procedure. So as I said before, $10 for each procedure for each disposable tip. Thermosuit for each body bag has a price of $1,600. So if a hospital is going to decide between the two products, and if they only do 13 procedures, as you can see, it is more cost effective to go with the Hypostat product. So now let's see how we're going to distribute our product. When we were thinking about this, we looked at a lot of different models, and the traditional model for getting a medical device to the hospitals is to have your manufacturer sell it directly to the distributor, and the distributor will provide it to the hospitals. Given the fact that we're a small startup and our financial capabilities, we decided we aren't really ready for a distributor yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to distribute the product to the hospitals ourselves as the Hypostat team. Now in the future, two things are going to happen. We're going to build up our reputation, and when we do this, we'll be able to secure one of the best distribution companies in the medical device industry. We will also gain revenue, so we'll be able to pay this company. And at that point, we will switch our distribution chain so that it will go to a distributor, and then it will go to the hospital. I'll now pass you on to Surbhi, who will talk to you about our advertising and promotion.
So, we conducted some primary research, and we talked to a couple of people at the emergency department at Hub as to how they usually acquire different emergency medical devices. And we got the sense that the best way to allocate our promotional mix is going to first spend about 80% of our promotional mix on personalized sales. So that's going to include your trade shows, one-on-one conversations with physicians on committees from whom we're going to need approval before we start clinical trials. And the remaining 20% we're planning to divvy up. 15% is going to be used for printed materials, and remaining 5% for public relations. And we think this is, as of now, we think this is the best promotional mix for our product. And now, for our sales and distribution strategy, as Tom already mentioned, our initial strategy was to go with a well-established distributor, but now we've decided that due to it's just a smarter financial move to first have an internal sales team. So Hypostat's core executive team is going to be part of that sales team, and we're going to also be having 3 to 4 external sales professionals as part of that team. As we initialize our sales model, we will be working with the clinicians who will be hopefully conducting the trials and making final decisions on the engineering and marketing of Hypostat. As we go through the transition phase, we will be developing our sales model based on the feedback loop we have with the clinicians conducting the clinical trials. And as we start selling more of our product, we also have to increase our sales force size. And then once our product gains enough traction within local hospitals and possibly even national hospitals, we will shift over our sales force to an external professionals who will take over the lion's share of our sales force activities. And as far as financing is concerned, our initiation phase, based on our discussions, we think we may have to do some bootstrapping and get some angel investor money there.